was on for Mamunina Kwaba about Taabea TV. So you made the dialogue. It will be an answer about chain and you may be Ukuada any fear than what she equity Nenonconso na ye sinkunya na di omega na honko money na kone my bit me afaso tumpon and na ye to adwene na ye adwen kyerɛkyerɛ efiri mpanyimfo a ɔma wedare ɛwɔ amamuo ho ɛne ɔman kankro ɛho enti ɛnɛ yasan ba wonkyɛn biwa ene opening kese ba ko amanyesem wodin na wonim die soronko ɛwɔ dwumadi ahodo mu ene no ebedi enkomo ɛwɔ yedwumadi ɛso meka so be ko Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, any other social media handles no search for Taabea TV like pages no share na onua enya bi enhwe de tene se enyimakuo mienu na omoso yasnemu Taabea herbal products or the dwumadi anase product the brain abedwa so herbal mixture no ɛwɔ dwa so a boy ho ban every malaria ene ne nkro ba ɛho afi or the zanike so aba no be ne boost immune system no se na be arabia intimi emfa wonto form eno nche o Taabea herbal capsules ɛwɔ ho a eno so ɛhohoro yem ame ho atoyen eno chi na o the Taabea hand sanitizer en so afa won san bo ho ban every coronavirus aren ɛho FDA agi no nyina tum ɛyɛ adwuma ne quality ene ne effectiveness there undoubtful we are not beauty 360 now Akwasi ho ema eni mema unisex salon na akoto aho ofeso nwaku ya daroma ena dwuma de ebro enemy guest United Front anase United Progressive Party UPP founder leader and flag bearer no ena ho ayesenga granzo still his excellency Akwasi-Addo Odike ena yemi guest will show you so mimi din edi kwabena Martin adom twa me ho ba mema na kwaba na ya hye nkomanase ediebe kura ne berasimwe na be kura ne peni ya utoi ya
and now my dear listeners, before I sign out, I would like to introduce to you Taabea Herbal Mixture, a great and effective herbal medicine for malaria, loss of appetite, and general body pains. Taabea, a fact I can personally attest to.
Taabea Herbal Mixture. Ansa na wobenom Taabea Herbal Mixture. Shisho moje muhunu se wenye chidi yare no bi ansa. FDA ahwehwe saa ejwadi nkrato yi mu agye atom se eye.
Yes, I am Akwaba. Your Excellency, me mo afin shapa. Yeah. Say we need breeding kan afi mu ye kasa enti no. Me gide se bibia boko de.
What the yankwanche?
UPP for want to say. Yeah, the yamiasi. Say yedi kan din komo bebre we platform so no ya fi twa mu no na baton ebe koso no. Yedi kan ye hwe na Akufo-Addo ne 4 years obedi ye. Say Ghana for amman another 4 years. What to you expectations in the next 4 years based on the performance in the last 4 years now? Then now Ghana for air move from the 4 years of Akufo-Addo and it issue or Akwasi-Addo Odike.
You take for me child be assessing the last 4 years and another better Akufo-Addo. And your man Akoso or ye Emma Ghana economy especially Bosia or JJ any the Niswadi. Now most of the programs are short lived. The American or JJ Yenino a nipa woman and feel
the impact.
And Almighty say Ghana a year middle income country no. Adia I was here be boy ama manager and also say you be investing more in the private sector development. But private sector is the engine for the growth of every economy. It without the private sector, no, it will be difficult for the government to mobilize revenue. Our debe yempun to duma. It's so our banana why invest in mu? So why invest in mu? Also to me, repu and now won't reki in output.
Output, okay.
I say what be adwuma one first can wura
scammer
saa na o man ye no
okay
wo hwɛ area this can wura scam bet me piaba but the only way I bet my side the private sector when I'm talking about the private sector agriculture and the backbone of our economy that we need to invest heavily in agriculture business and value addition this agricultural value addition chain will create more employment.
Okay.
Then it will also supply the government a lot of money. Now abanso ya bi dia impuntu juma.
Okay.
But here we are the government or kojebo siaba. Next can or the year maybe a emfa returns MI. The bit say past questions or teacher school for or toy it was unnecessary.
Say abano koto past questions. Teachers, students.
I mean how? O man wo jebosia. O kwa jebosia na so dey koto past questions.
So person prepare year for the exams ahead.
No. Past questions you go school no. A compilation of old examination papers. A teacher for na boy yemaye. Na ya PPP kakra mom.
Okay.
But it can't be a government deliberate policy. It is out of place. Obi akwaje bosa o tikro obo say sebio wunim nya wo. But we borrow money to invest the money and then the returns on the investment and na yedi bi ya brabo.
Okay.
Masa wo to say obet ma kwaji loan bank. So this kind of kwaje ko top pass questions amaba.
There be.
If we scale it down to individual
level.
Level
Obi anya saade.
Obi no be saade no.
Okay.
What I say?
Okay.
E kwan kura ya ka say yan rules no. E kwan ya de ya discare ho dwo na eye. Ni na is about revenue. Aban utimi mobilize revenue na dey ya kwan. Because I kwan na will be a road tax. You try road worthiness. Road worthiness as Chinese say wo car na wo de be fa kwan so. Na ho de ne e ko sorry.
Okay.
Say eye papa said nante kwan so. Enya kwan na nam so no try tax.
Okay.
That we don't pay road tax. If I were to be the government, make it road tax.
Okay.
So that road expansion programs, be massive.
Okay.
Okay, road where you are, then you pay your road tax. Now you have enough money to expand our road network.
But some more SCC tools, how much you to
yes, toll no is also not enough. Looking at the toll charges now. If I were to be
50 pesos one city.
I mean, 1 kilometer of asphalt, you're saying. Who could try 270 something kilometers? No, I could try 5 cities. How do we even maintain the road? And we need a leadership. Obama Ghana for who the true state of the nation.
Okay.
Then he can mobilize the people, rallying behind him, say, look, everything is all right. This is the new era. This is the paradigm. Everybody must come on board. But when you just cannot, no more different. Now, Omana say I will go. Agriculture, look, agric sector, Abebia one when young ko you. We joke.
Yeah, be agric sector because me say how you feel that when you were because you be share 64 years of the agric sector no. The free baby drew him from the echo. You better that show as a topic away discussion. It would my focus on something else. You drew her now over Honafe, ya discuss the issues. No, into to you in the next 4 years. No, areas being part, let's say, on my pinnacle for the focus na Ghana for real impact. Everyone a memory.
If I were to be the GAP president, my attention and focus would be on only 4 thematic areas. Private sector development.
Okay.
Agri sector, which it intertwines.
Okay.
With also with a private sector.
Private sector. Okay.
Health and education. These are the 4 major areas.
Okay.
Because of the pandemic, if you invest so much on infrastructure projects, you won't get the resource. The reason is very simple. The whole world has gone into economic downturn. And Ghana, we are almost always over-dependent on foreign inflows.
Okay.
Baby, I quite just can't free about it. We need to minimize our infrastructural development. Now, yes, I want to say, revenue mobilization so eco-form.
Okay.
When the revenue mobilization eco-form, Addai abaya o vision why you say ekwan obebo nipa ho ban a wo mungu obetuma sustain the people, the livelihood of the people. Na wama wo mumpo mudie jane na so no manya aduane adie for this period the whole world is in a global recession. And also the Akufo-Addo cast a year of rose. Anyone is a joker because at this crucial moment, and you road assembly. Even though we need the rules, but that we need to very big posteriorities. What set your priority list? Immediate pressing need.
Okay.
It's the important thing. A quite fast way did and yet me and yeah, do make a crack until say the whole world will return to normalcy.
Okay. Say apomudin seminona what you say Vision 111. 111 hospitals, including regional hospitals, teaching hospitals, and district hospitals. Within the period, and I think say oya go with direction.
Our leaders know one of the mistakes we say when we talk of apomudin, no more do imagine call medication.
Okay.
But apomudin Yanka say a local way of doing it. Okay. Especially you are what you eat.
You are what you eat.
In order to reduce the cost and the investment in the healthcare delivery, I will say your dietitians now immunity now stronger to resist any disease.
Okay.
But yet the end your jaguana we must have a preventive way of dealing with it. Let alone say
okay.
If I were to be the president, traditional medicine, plant medicine, my research now order than now for be hospital. I see a blood group.
Okay.
Now doctor prescribe or life, how to manage your own life.
Okay.
And we are near your mount. You so di you will you show mudro you say wo sarade wo mu from today do this and not do that, do this exercise every morning community biara no you be program obi be piaba from 3:30 near dogwa about 5:30 no be akodare.
Okay.
When we begin to inculcate this into the people, it will minimize cardiovascular diseases. It will minimize so many diseases and building hospitals. What is the use of building a hospital? Hospital there. Tell me.
Say you see hospital. I want you to go apo
right? They say they all prevent it.
Okay.
That's the best way to go.
Until we are not looking at the prevention.
Debbie, always. And then Akufo-Addo and Penfona was say, yeah. But Yemfanko say, Yempesia Bayari. Okay. That is where me only here cry number one. How to inculcate lifestyle into the people about preventing diseases and its occurrences.
Okay. That is what they will share anymore in the next 4 years of the Akufo-Addo administration. But share in general terms, Ghana for expectations in the last 4 years as against the next 4 years of Ampani Addai. What is the general expectations and how is the government going to meet those expectations? Ghana for say this year and as this 4 years we need here until say abana betimi meet these expectations based on the way last 4 years.
No, looking at the economic indicators and our debt structure, I can say to the Metmakache at the Shemain Ghana for say we should all brace up for untold hardships. Any munya cry.
The next 4 years.
And I started cry. The science has started showing. Said the next 4 years, Ghana is going to encounter with excruciating economic error. I won't check and see a part away in him. And Akufo-Addo must be bold enough and tell Ghanaians say, baby, we are seeing Ghana air chrono. And now I won't go to ye namsono. It will be answered as a pomusuye. But was started to come freebies. A friend, when you are a leader and you are not truthful to yourself and your people, they will come after you.
Okay.
Who will this say? Who will this say? Who the realities? But, sir, when the going becomes tougher, you make people to understand the situation.
Okay.
We are there to GDP. Right now, as of November
2020.
November last year, now a debt to GDP stands at 74%.
74%.
It is estimated about now 83%.
Okay.
Do you know what it means?
What does it mean?
What it means is that the global financial market, Ghana has been exposed to risk-prone economy. Who describe it? If you are seeing everyone say, so to speak. Or mind be an debt to GDP could do 60%. You are declared epic. You are paying for your debt to GDP is 61. I want what they call epic. But I say you need opportunity to go back to epic. Now, you are 83% debt to GDP. If you are seeing who say, who do Ghana and you see. Therefore, I sir or Shana Abeda, if any government or sincere to Ghanaians, Obaka to say ya kopo bosama ya pem eti ye twa eni akufie ne fie na ye twa eni ahwe no we are mobilizing the resources internally on a private sector development key. You pick businessmen, resource them, push them into the public space, let them work, and the government will start getting returns and taxes from them.
But OTA President in the State of the Nation address now, or just say in 2020 no, foreign direct investment increased over 90% from $1.1 billion to $2.1 billion. Does it mean say which is contrary to the claims would the foreigners ever had the fear that they will lose their money, no? And contradicting.
You can't foreign direct investment. Say Lebanese in $50,000. No, I don't take it as a
foreign direct. Then
okay.
Indeed, to you, foreign direct investment.
Yeah, foreign direct investment. And they say, we will say, Ghana,
okay.
We calculate 2,000 acres of cocoa farm. Ghana, we could be more, if we could be more, I harvested
thousands of tons.
For example, you can more $600 million. Now, we need to say, Ghana economy there. $600 million. And you come for minimum half.
Okay.
$700 million.
Okay.
Then no, I don't just helicopters. The way we do our farming, now we swap oil and gas. Now we have palm oil.
Okay.
Now we could be underground gold mining.
Okay.
Now we call to say capital injection massive.
Not just in terms of large scale there, the outlook is bad.
Now what you Kumasia. Apart from Yenia, Abrofo do send one to my baby factory. One day to one factory crazy. Okay. It tells you say
interest no.
Yes. And we need to change our borrowing.
Okay.
Because Okajebu salary be kwan. Okajebu salary be what about top pass questions. Okajebu salary anonu let's get in ash.
80 boy
Adia friend Bosiano. Ya kwaje de ye aduma na yakutua.
Na scarf
mo ba na kan na be ba na bi. Ura oji anara wo de akwa no anwa acha ma manfo.
Your Excellency, sa hardship ya wo kan obi a wo hwe ye ne ma sha asese no yi. If rehin fiber ne saying
misplaced priority. Energy sector say they can $1 billion. It dum so obiaka say dum so ma ya oboa. We are not able to pay independent power producers. Ya do muka ya cannot more judge. And I know President Kasaro say he is negotiating with independent power producers. As no mutual touches and you do so now.
Enti ana huana because Greco eba the kind easy for say they are changing some installations and maintenance be no more na this power outages aba. Ana hu na wo muntam twin kan okra.
Yes, because this government is very, very aggressive and or you be a witch hunter. So we have civil servant crana be can okre. Ghana for now am favor na buy no they will come after you. Ejama all the institutions no are weak.
Okay.
It will be a so say obakwaka na adwuma be bon no. It will director we adwuma na as engineer. Ya no be so the true state of what is happening on the ground. And another Akufo-Addo so no. Enam ni suni ne ban say on pen create no. What Sarah or crowd on with sycophants. The information with the man on the better public. It doesn't commiserate with what is
the
on
reality.
The reality. It is in a nutshell, and Akufo-Addo will lose touch to the realities on the ground. But
Mr. Odike, this point I raise, I say almost every president, yeah, the SARS boy be born. Omo motwa no ho hia yenka no krankyere no ya na den pa na ma ministers appointees will tell the president what is contrary to the reality.
A fear of losing their jobs, because when you are a president there were sycophants within the government. And if somebody come out to say the truth, okay, Papa, we have a minister, we have a voter in Yakoka, or lose elections.
Okay.
Now, same way, we a minister, while Mahami and discuss and show the Oka. Now, I do Pakoka. Papa, as I call Winina, or your enemy. Was it if you are not president, oh my God, you fire. Nankofo akari na hu se akweko kan kwenti ne afaya no ene me de bo me so me nkoye bi ene sa de amele me so me ka de I will tell the president what he want to hear na me so ma maintain me post
enti say oh na oye president na knowing this facts and as knowing this trend no then nka how do you intend to get real information from the grounds?
We have people we call downtrodden. If you are a government and you want to succeed, these are the people you must work with. Be a ministry, everyone say agri sector. Number 5 district be 4 boys. Women monitor the grounds. We secret meetings.
Okay.
Women the first ever. And the banner minister also be can. Them they are to me boys no there. If possible, one Sunday be a me no. Number no more share district. No more take me around. And a friend saying, visitor me will be auntie. When you are a president and you are able to lace up with the downtrodden,
okay.
Now what to me bold for my definitely lower society. Baba, I'm chair president. Now 200% ministers the more briefing they be
before you realize wrong information.
Now the phone team.
Okay. His Excellency Akwasi Odike and I am a guest and then you the dialogue. So because Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and social media handles no search for Taabea TV like pages no na share na unya enya bi nhwe me twa me ho aba na me ba yɛbɛhwɛ Ghana nye 64 years yɛbɛhwɛ 64 years no what have been the gains, what have been the losses, daakye no te sɛn ne teach you with respect to agric and farming. Yɛkɔba your next issue I bɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ no.
Taabea zanike somuche
Semunim say a reaba koro Inti ariata so Mamunim say a reaba koro Inti unsay ni adagio Inti sanitize it And your Taabea then I am regarded Sanitize it Papa Taabea hand sanitizer sanitize it And your Taabea then I am regarded sanitize it If you can sanitize it Papa Taabea hand sanitizer.
Yes, I'm Akwasi-Addo. So share the dialogue or Taabea TV. Ko Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Na ko search for Taabea TV. Like pages no na share. YouTube never subscribe to your channels no. Na your views, videos, news, any interviews I do nyina no. Wonsa akenbi. Afi ye share 64 years of independence. Ghana nanu ya na di imfie disia n9. Imfie disia 9 no ensembisa bebre ewo ho. Baby free. Baby aye ko baby akudru sen na esitie yesikasem yekuayo ye bambo ene ye nwumesua ni nyina ene ye kabom ni discuss na esanse his excellency wo keen interest in agriculture ntino ye be share that focus on agric na ya hwe 64 years of agriculture sen na esi etie your excellency ma ye nsan hwe they say the 64 years enyaba first of all ye nyamfie dusia n9 say na we see who my Ghana baby abedru
Onyankopon no kra nim ni baby a Ghana edu ni nyina yie mfie adu siana na wo ka no obi a obobra ya na wotwe ni ahwe wo ma ni musi so eno eye motivational factor ma abrabo bia
okay
ye ni Korea, South Korea, Singapore Singapore no mo soja ni bia or transfer chain even leak one you.
Okay.
Now, or your president, you know. Crown and any brew of Yasapa Ghana. I don't say Ghana, dear, Yamea, Yabako and Muntem.
Okay.
The Korea, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Sam Korea Mabudini. And you know independent every cronen.
Okay.
And to say a comparative analysis bia yana it goes beyond MPP and NDC. But I don't do my politics within this contest.
Okay.
But me have politics say woman you see so. Saying woman abrabo akoye.
Okay.
Na saying abrabo.
Yes, say dey.
Owo ko mo nim che bebebe. In terms of agriculture, education, health, technology, you name it, you may move baby. I'm no say. PSO Kwame Nkrumah ya di 2 oil. Singapore for them. Now Singapore, a bra Ghana e giant now so ye bo Japan for $80 million. Sabre na woman independent.
Okay.
A free Britain. But Singapore is a city state. A global co boom to Kumasi. Woman in Kurasi.
Okay.
And as I am poor, woman if at a point, woman Casa Domoko join Malaysia, woman Malaysia and share border. Say, they are independent, and then more than Mumian and Kamumian on my back.
Okay.
They agreed after 2-3 years Ana Malaysia for decide say no. E go from kwaju mo be come no. E mo it took Lee Kuan Yew asase aye anuan kwa and now was starting a put up strategy and mechanisms.
Okay.
And in Singapore, the financial center, I supply money to the whole world.
Wow.
South Korea, after so munya or North South most split here. And in South Korea, cast a organ and rent no South Korea forecast. Agriculture. And Akufo-Addo last 4 years, and Akufo-Addo is spending $540 million in the agri sector. A best in there, the agri sector and transform it. Second, so nani, that's what you know. All the sectors, because of partisan politics, because of our selfish interests, because of system breakdown. We don't have system that works. Lawlessness, indiscipline. Ours is complete mess.
64 years.
We are messing up. My brother, Obiaka Chose Ghana, Yenya independent basin, is a lie. Because ye cry ye in Chima buy, you know. And ye my buy ni enjoy when call brim. Na ye huno. And then ya koyachi. Ne transport room. Bus. Come. Casbora Citra transport. All the regions. Baby the Masaka never 50 echo. The echo no pa bisu fra kreba na bon san kobas train ye ba na ye dwame wo fa kokofum e wo western region mrayim ye makwane ye ko wa ye titrem sleeper wo da bed so straight to mrayim ahomachine wasi form and the command nkra bebre hunu ba ehun trainer etuo obe wan use TV so ade ana wo hodada and ye nya biem
Enti then Ekobana saying, where did we go wrong?
I am mismanagement and a lack of focus. And Yama Bebre Ghana, Tisam Kroma, atomic energy. Nanko Deba, Bekebe Boyen, your electricity, your explorations, and then Yoma Bebre technology near Dinano, Yanebasa. You should have glass, windscreen, car windscreen. I do not about soon. Near a car tie, bonsa ties. Yesusa, shoe factory and Pabwa in large quantities. Yesusa, the whole West African will be a fan Yamako. Factories over 600. Near ya car, Bedford. Yana Tema, Yaya TV, Sanu, Akasanuma, Thomas, Moto, Nina Ghana. Edi ye develop ya na e be gina fi e be twin break and you start a mess and I dey mess in the course edi from independent no ye experience growth kakra to a certain level afefu okoni na you started say ye mess up edi dey a free mess up era neighbor no then share then your president bia obetima resuscitate the past glories no.
Are we still messing up?
Oh, hey, a good for crowd was messing up big time. Because in a contemporary governance, every government bring the best out of others, models the way, adapt to changes, follow technology, and all that the technology gap, the knowledge gap between our peers, Korea and others now. It is so massive. Say, we need to wake up from our slumber. And a lot of opportunities is around. But our leaders, I don't call them leaders, our authorities.
But they are leaders?
No, they are authorities. They are not leaders.
Okay.
They are there just to managed or manageable. They are not leaders. You know, do you know what leadership is?
What is leadership?
Leadership is having a vision, spelling out the vision to the people. The people accepting the vision, and when the vision works, it changes everybody's life for better.
Nana Addo has the vision of Ghana beyond aid.
Beyond aid?
Yes.
Masa, Nana Addo.
Yeah.
And I can say, vision for Ghana, what we do beyond aid.
Ghana beyond aid.
The following, they know them cause of purpose.
Say a process. A process.
A rhetoric. Masa. Do you know the rhetoric? The moment you mention that word,
Ghana beyond aid, no.
If you want to be self-reliant, it is we are watchman. Papa be fee. Now about Timu Pose. Oh, Bobo, Usika no Kusifi. Papa Baraka, oh, the way more because similar. One panel.
Into what is it? What is it?
A concept.
Okay.
You inculcate it in our schools. You inculcate it in our people.
Okay.
Behind scenes. Then you see the system bringing it. Oh, what you was saying what China for? And I'll catch China for some more. Me be jabo siaje me say me hihye me neme yi na me be skani na me mamu obi me jabo sia na mudi nsihu asi me ho wa ka public meanwhile wa ho boa na wa ye no enso ye China for akwa wo person ani tie and ye be mia ne pa ma ne sori bi.
So the international body is going to sabotage.
Exactly. Ade Japan for one komodie after the Nagasaki and Hiroshima we no na omututu omupun Germany after the World War they close their borders China, then they work internally. Almost struggles are not okay. If you ask me, no, Akufo-Addo, I am bragging. We don't do that. We are president. One person say you're dead to GDP. A man won't roll out that policy. You can't because you have been entangled by the superpowers. Now the catcher said, nobody will accept that.
Okay.
We a good leader. All these policies you roll out internally.
Okay.
Then you empower your people. Tell them what your vision is, and then we all embrace it and work towards it.
Okay. Bisa we can say Ashase no, it grew from a 0 to a certain level. Any chassis decline here. There is this school of thought say the socialism I choose here from beginning no and why we should have gone the capitalist way because here countries are developing now a capitalist oriented nations. Socialism no man lazy near the identity a man for any bremo. These two governance systems, you know, which one was in the best interest of Ghana from independence?
Well, what is socialism and what is capitalism? And Nkrumah adopted socialism, and the people saw the massive infrastructure.
Okay.
You a socialist type of governance. As I say, money na own properties. Money na Japadia woman me
there.
Eti na yawo state farm. Abana don't full
factories.
You will state factories, state transport, state corporations, state fishing corporations. Everything na ya bind there.
Okay.
And we are saying we say what is for us is for nobody. Mo papa wu no jamu fia opa kwa ashan fia ye wu eja on ye nya penti kram penti because ya chama bisuafo no na obi am person dis ka beba be wura eti obi aden dia me ma han if you rubber 20 no fio say one they take charge.
Okay.
What I say?
Okay.
Eti the whole world moved away from
socialism,
but omo anye power sin free government government. They started blending it. In fact, now you per capita PPP, public-private partnership.
Okay.
Abine state no more than kakra. Of private sector no arm no be stronger. no more qua a friend acquire and take over. No more qua now be private.
Okay.
But abandon you because abandon say every state every enterprise biano it provided jobs among citizens. Who the taxes. It is why in Obama's time no Obama now American companies be now fold up. I want to know this stimulus package is
okay.
Say and some peja. Because if they are not there, the government is not there.
Okay.
It is the role of the government play on the state enterprises, and you transfer by individuals. But without corporate enterprises,
okay.
there will be no government. So the government also take oversight responsibility of the entrepreneurs.
Okay.
If you buy a person, Magana Konin also pick entrepreneurs, groom them. We have to get a policy. A state policy, deliberate policy to groom more entrepreneurs because they are the conduit to supply the government funds.
Okay.
If I were to be the president and as an entrepreneur, I have to bring more entrepreneurs on board, empower them. You have to say, Nana Akufo-Addo, they had that notion, but the implementation was wrong because they chose wrong people to implement the program. And when the people process is wrongly chosen, the whole thing becomes a flaw. Now, Edra near them who are Ebro, Ghana, poultry farmers, what is their volumes? A broad say no muhia. After nipa woman and dear bro, I staple food. Yeah, I was saying that's our statistics.
Okay.
Then you say every year, you crown. I'll say to me, a produce 600 million metric tons of corn.
Okay.
Therefore, we need about 20, 30, 50, 100 commercial farms. Commercial farms, we want them to do all year round production.
Okay.
We bet 500 acres
of land.
We will send experts there. Then you better a phone card in our code. A band betriaka in your name. Na yadi amount. You be mount agricultural accoutrements, tractors, a warehouse, everything. One district, one warehouse. A bogus. I was say yadima
farmers no.
Yadima one organization where you food.
Okay.
It's enough for more. Then the two borehole, our phone, maybe the reservoir is so a twin show free form, a good tank. It's a bonus, a young show. We need to provide all year round surface irrigation. The pipes not to so will be a Janaya yapin. I was sending a chair the cook for. The cook guson, not charters new funtam.
Okay.
We don't need any sap fertilizer now. China for the other say in Sassam. Yet the manuano, a franco, Janai, Janabia, a company or J, and the supply farmers.
Okay.
If you have grown a old bar every year on that same parcel of land, bet me, I have said 3 times. Way. You say, you invest in a bro cider. You say, duly.
Results.
Alongside miscropping.
Okay.
It would be able to bet me the board, I am miscropping. You know, some of the amount scar to support you.
Okay.
All this now by here we are set up in America. Like I said, what the 20 years need to occur. It is every harvest be out by say $100 in the budget talk and be
okay.
Yeah, then the government will still money of your extension officer or bow so regularly. I'll be making sure say a man away in air cost.
Okay.
Then we have what we call outgrower scheme. And conform with this kind of don't 4 acres, 5 acres. They also come to your place and learn as a learning center. Almost a muyadia. Now, Muso started don't 40 acres. No Muso bam, no mobile. Gradually, no one say, a better part of our life, a better part of how we go about maize production. Sana ye be yam
okay
of a ranchery ye win ntwinam ye no milk how do we boost the milk production I will say ye more rancheries na ye nantwini no fusuo no ye technology ye de ye nnuane ma mo na omuchi no fusuo mo next wo camel powder say wo nantwikuo bebria omu ya omu nyina chi a Turkey have a company otimichi no fusuo no on tank na ye de twen oil no bulk distribution for them every week otimichi ma
wow
no dey akoma omu milk powder no omu heat na ye yakofa free waba all these things can be done here eti ye yan leadership or koje bosia na okoje no o de ba empower omu mu dua buro o de ba empower omu mu edua emo o de ba empower omu mu ye nantwinam enkokọ ene sa nyama leather internally ye wa mo skin no ye de ye leather na mpabo afoso yusu na ye more production na ye polish ye shoes aye ibetimi bi akọ the whole West Africa and beyond.
Okay.
We need to have a vision. And just say, you kwaje bosi ana ye da be kwan. E kwan so in tax. You let Ghanaians know say e kwan papa it comes with
cash.
It is say ye pe kwan papa we must pay road tax. So road tax no and no scan ye boabo no dey road expansion. So the one of the integral aspect of leadership is knowing how to mobilize resources for development.
Okay.
That is the integral aspect of it. But the leaders and now a pali a debt stock and a debt portfolio. Maybe I could do no and yet a nickel will be as baby. What the debt portfolio 2 years baby are you're worthy to be given extra credit.
In 1 minute or two, if we are to sum up in 64 years. So far, who and it has so be I
am seeing an enemy. I want to be my own developer.
Enemy,
the enemy is our constitution. I keep all the powers within the executive arm of government. If you ama Ghana. The partisan politics na you know sharp division and a create antagonism.
Okay.
Eti omano maybe also betima koya or say more you develop from a common front. But now you need one common front.
Okay.
You were divided front. And any house that is divided cannot stand. Eti ya man every day you tear apart. Instead say you come together now. Omani yesi. If we don't have one common agenda, it's in a way you one forward development, 2 steps backwards. 1 step forward, 2 steps backwards. Eti Ghana pass a course ya nya leadership or Bernard say I'm for Ghana. We need to restructure the system. The constitution and why review. Yes, build the structures that can bring us together as people so that we can, assimilate talents and nurture managers who will manage our various sectors without fear of favor there. But be a Ghana come there. Be a Ghana
but constitutional review, may Kaiser Professor Mills, the late, he set up constitutional review commission. Almost around the country. Almost solicited views and ideas from institutions, individuals, and all stakeholders. About the white paper so basically academic. And it means that the leadership Nangasan is not willing to revise your constitution. That means I hope not the
Macrabium. You say Onyame Adom. Na your leader be because me selfishness. And then more person be implemented.
Okay.
They all can we have a blueprint for constitutional review. That was his year. Never Ghana. But your mama will say the master, the boss, I don't know say or implement here. A best triple all the powers. Since you know found they are corrupt. A budget 2 million on everything. Same. A Kobasa Ghana for any betty.
Okay.
And then they may implement the Akufo-Addo honest say obega na ye we tout no so we human right activist also ba we dey team and one na busuafo wi Ghana
there be no there won't mean can say
because
there be say for now there is no conviction to
that when am convicting no
oh there be
PDS ka omojeje omodiaba
PDS and
askar omodiaba
those are allegations
an allegation ya be give me electricity ska am Akufo-Addo dey share botom that is the fact until somebody ska beba abechele bi ska ko no the first thing remains so much is 10 months.
But those are your words.
I know my words. I come several platforms to know him. Na Akufo-Addo know him. Also, o kojina oye nations address also. Shame on you. Obi also be fight corruption. I've heard anti-corruption crusaders na no mo control. Don't know money bad way. And Guasiama.
Share the dialogue on Taabea television. So, because His Excellency Akwasi, Odike, founder, leader, and flag bearer, United Progressive Party. You go so you didn't come up. Me try me huamba. Me ba you be share this one penny ne ministers. First batch yajo matum. You share anymore the next batch deputy ministers no any other appointment. You have use an adventure at their farm. Na other issues idea eba ebitimi akan wasem no. Yeba eno hon kombo ena yeba be de bazisia.
We nye nkremofo asori demo. Ahaye KG class. O say mofra no woro mpabo ate se de yenuanom nkremofo efri nyame. Ene say wotete kete so. Nti kete na wotete so no say mpaboa no hye won sa na ombe kete no su finti ebemo ye mo ro mpaboa no ababa betina kete no eso na wodi esua de we future leaders so ye future leaders no se ne kan na ban ne ye na afam de na nso so no ye sahia emwa pa
obi a wote a osua de ekoyima
Baby, I meet you Sunday and Koyi may try a ble in baby in fair books and tongue. I first yet it's in Yana also. Yan here a day and your mapper to see your best school and here drink a baby naso.
Nti obi ehwe na obi hwe ade na pese o ka kire abanfo a mo hwe yen sabre.
Slow mom no my unkunya yeni nkunya ne ntena so ne ntimi nsayo
ade na wote from na osua de books wen
Tombusini try basku yeni mama musini skambato nkunya ma yesi basku nkunya biania ana de ban se betena famsa de bom ya bom pa ata mo chese munyiske biada ato nkunya ni biada bla ma yesi ade akuyani
basku a wonije
Mani ndi say at na form.
Was a for best ama wakwaba. Make I was say call Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Now search for Taabea TV like pages on share. Now my main come for Taabea Zanike from the new kid on the block. Say so person who pa against a area who will be a Taabea Zanike. And I make for Edia Mawo. Na o no no na wasanso enom heba mixture no ni nyina nso eboa ama ho de na CPS sita na say there or the takum eba enche kra Taabea takum no ye member no dia aha eno no unira unko ho nti meka wo se be hye no so de mai enche ye be lanche sa product no na akodwa so ama wonso nya biato your excellency say Mampeni Aswe in his first batch of ministers, a lot of them were maintained. A few, and was a son a new face Abiuram. We'll take on the reduction. First of all, I reduce the 126 ministers. Our church indicates that they will not be more than 85. So it's the regional ministers. No, there are no deputies. And our sons what the ministries no eso. A good step, and I say Bonabaso.
I don't understand why I was saying Bonabaso. He was emphatic, say, without the 125 ministers, no, on to mean deliver.
Okay.
And now, you can't want some kind, also without the moon to mean deliver.
Okay.
ena was ate so enka kasi demand say oba be che Ghana for why we reduce it to 85 very important because a public purse Ghana foods can eat chumoka at 125 no 40 hour year free so whatever what necessitated that so
or the kind of statement out through the communication directorate our presidency you know him and then Sasha so not just say most of the portfolios and say ministries no or more reach and say or more deliver or more mandate they were set up for specific purpose and or more deliver this time around was stripping them so that
okay zongo development what was zongo
me ko me ta ko
what develop you see na Akufo-Addo on kind of crunch Ghana for
okay
but obi a uchu so betwa nkontumpo a we one 1,000 times they better so be kind of kre na was save skin than say we betwa ntro na enema obekeka ye nyinara ministers away you omun own wine in new bottle now you didn't get the results obi abe una water with all these achievements who opposition year to Obama you came with 169 MPs and I could do 137 what could man ask what
okay
who beat your mama 1 million margin says they will struggle with 500 and no crown a questionable
but says Supreme Court it's no longer questionable
masa but
the case say,
I don't want us to dwell on that.
Okay.
But let me tell you, Nana Akufo-Addo, on one can send him when election. And ministers are doing more results. The results in your palatable. Oman Banyuku for 1 year, you jubilate by 6 weeks. Now do obey. Or when you jubilate by almost 2 months, we won't jubilate 4 hours. 4 hours. Fernando Moko Supreme Court cry Buama. Omuja Jenny Mosa, Oman say, Abana Bayanko. You see, you can't come to Poma Safwire out that bunting.
Okay.
And ministers that are now went to me and results, Oman or Fomaba. Enya de bia besesa ahwo kire continue Ghana ni bia ma ti asiasa ahwo kire na wom Nana Akufo-Addo ade amehu won ho sesia ne se wada Nana is not in touch with the realities Nana is not in charge Nana is oblivious to what is happening to the government.
What is happening? What is the reality?
The reality is Nana is not Nana is not in charge. Nana in State of the Nation address. Or say, Ghana is a net exporter of food items. No about tomato, no about bro. Masa, last month, tomato, drivers omoka tomato car Kobokina. A demonstration say, Akufo-Addo attack. It is a buy my ball security. Now President Abejo say the tomatoes go neighboring countries. Kokwada su dem ko eje na efri Niger ba a day. Go there right now. We support farmers e bro omokra any foreign exchange dey wo mu. Now President Abejo be ka say e bro ko e Burkina. Wo say the body akura akoko diwa. Uti say aduma no onim ye koso no. But
these are the facts presented by the Agric Ministry.
Now we are Agric Minister, our small boy. We are present. I don't know how far Eduma. Eduma also I because all can say empower yet. And so what my become was you don't become armchair president. Now the information through ministers. That means you are not in charge. It's not for Eduma no. Oh, so resign.
Into these ministers, no, you don't foresee say they are going to play any magic to.
Akoto, Agric Minister, Obeja be ka chese body do 5 Ghana. Ema dwom for ma twa bona ma ka ono aka bibi ya ye no. Onim ne oye. Kasa na ne
de. Planting for food and jobs and so on. According to the president, according to the ministry, any their cost no anuane wo ho.
Masa. Planting for food and job na body anka program no.
Okay.
Eti body bebu a enyam na mo de aba.
Okay.
Planting for food na banche nka ho. Banche bebu a enyam na mo de aba. So many food items na nka ho.
Okay.
Obo ade adaroma. E na nsu ato na by banche bi si ba bi na abo a we say planting for food. Masa. Me catch akoto say look, yeah this kind edo. We have to move away from it. Ni enko commercial. Afena na anu. And I know me sure say budget come back. Or say they are going to empower the youth to go into commercial farms. Oh, me make say we are no more ediso. To say be unyan.
Oh, Debbie.
Asa me to say and one.
So on say Ghana ni. Watch now.
Masa.
Into what kind of far?
Obi a president any twa ne kabo so me.
Yeah.
We number 1 Libra. Me no sweat any twa ne kade e pa matade e hye. Ti se obeton na be dia konkosam chen a na untimi nya adwuma ni ya so
okay
obi na osuso ne Libra so
okay
this a Ghana ha e na ehu ntimi suso Libra fo
okay
me mo adwuma nya ntwa aka bo so me na nsa me kokoti hu me so Akufo-Addo is my Libra it is why adwuma na ya I'll tell him
okay his excellency Akwasi Odike and I don't know Eddie come out with the dialogue so no but before I be kono we the member wankasa and United Progressive Party as they say 2020 unfortunately more any opportunity and uncontested
Akufo-Addo na ekwohye yisi echi so mama
what do you answer question no
onwa
I didn't
let me information 6 months before my write-ups be before then and in also them
say
one mama mabalo paper so da say the warrior no me babalo paper so ne
we president
voice am sweep no
I said 2024 unko bi nti does it mean say you hear oni man na 2020
that's why I'm still fresh me o man no ye beti so enye ne kura one day Ghana ye betena kunya no na ya ye o man yi nti me I'm not perturbed
okay
but the electoral commission na Akufo-Addo ye no Onyankopon ama ye nkwa ye wa hoden ne de nyame ne mre na emre papa at the appropriate time onyame nim ne omi mu onyame nim enim nyame dwene fa Ghana ho the one day o de be ma me ama mo hunu de metima ya abo me krofo
His Excellency Akwasi-Addo Odike United Progressive Party UPP and ono ene kofa bae osanso eda ano a wohwatoto nema ono ene ne bompunimpu ewo the dialogue dwumadie so Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and all social media handles no search for Taabea TV like pages no na share na onua enya bi enhwe ha ena brami akwame de dwumadie nyina esi asida call the Taabea herbal products or the Taabea herbal mixture, Taabea hand sanitizer, Taabea zanike ena Taabea takum ena odi aba enti korehwe bi akire kwan na numbi na wonso apomode ni sipi na insita wi a na wo ho ayedin wi no wako beauty 360 na wakoto ho fe no nto aso kuma say Santasi runabout ena echa kwan ewo ene aseda no bi call the mama guest his excellency Akwasi-Addo Odike ono ye atranse edin komodon hwere ba ko nya sengeto a ebeda na se pa near the KB Kansanso ase one director of this show mimidin Eddie Kwabena Chere Martin Ade ebeda ya hwefo nyina sesa moje bre ehwe nyame ya babresem ebesanso ehia yakram